Time to honor the first of tonight's 4 Texoma Sports Hall of Fame inductees, and it is fitting that he's recognized right here in D.L. Ligon Coliseum because this is where he has spent much of his Hall of Fame career.
He's an Archer City legend, best all around, class favorite, and on the basketball court, as good as they come. All-state, All-American. Led the Wildcats to 44 straight district wins and to the regional finals. His senior season, he set the Archer City single-game scoring record with 55 points. He briefly left Texoma for 2 years to play college ball, but in 1982 transferred to Midwestern State. As a senior at MSU, he led the Indians to 25 wins, a district championship, and an appearance in the NAIA National Tournament. His 103 assists and 85% free throw shooting led the team. In 1984, his MSU coaching career began, first as a graduate assistant for the women's team, then a men's assistant, then the women's head coach, followed by 2 stints as the men's head coach, and finally, the past 17 seasons serving as the head golf coach. 38 of the last 41 years wearing maroon and gold. As a head basketball coach, 280 wins, just 135 losses. A 2-time Lone Star Conference Coach of the Year, his teams won 4 conference titles. Both years he coached the women, they appeared in the NAIA National Tournament. In 17 seasons on the links, his teams have combined for 5 conference titles and 39 tournament wins. Tonight, we welcome Jeff Ray to the Nexstar Sports Hall of Fame.
Welcome to the stage, Jeff Ray. Jeff, it's a pleasure to present this to you. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
That's yours as well, and so is the podium.
Wow. First of all, I didn't know they were going to show those pictures. I don't know where they... I got one of my boys here, my son's here, and he's thinking, holy cow. I didn't know where you got some of those. I didn't know they even existed anymore. But first of all, I'm humbled and thankful for this award. It does mean a lot to me. This is something you guys have been doing for years, and Tobin, I know you guys put a lot of work into this, and I think it's really an amazing night for everybody. I mean, the high school kids here that get honored in the different size schools, I think it's a tremendous thing that you do. But so anyway, humbled to be here. I said I wrote just a few things. I didn't know. I came up here and I asked for everything. So I don't even know if I'm going to speak or not. But I had something ready just in case. So said I'm getting old. I got to wear some glasses. Says I've been blessed along the way, all the way back to high school. I was fortunate enough to play for my father in high school, Coach Bobby Ray. He was my coach, my father, my mentor, and eventually, other than my wife, he was my best friend. He showed me the value of hard work, to never make excuses, toughness, and most important, the value of who I was as a Ray kid and as a child of God. Other coaches other than my dad that impacted my coaching were Vic Trilly, that many of y'all know, Coach Gerald Stockton, fitting that we're here in Stockton Court, Jimmy Voigt, and Jerry Stone. At a very young age, I understood the value when I started to coach of talent. Great coaches and great teams have great talent. So I surrounded myself with great people. I had some phenomenal assistant coaches. My first assistant coach when I was here with the men's team was Robert Harris, who was a former All-American here. Greg Giddings, who's here with me tonight. Greg and I actually basically grew up together. We played together in high school in Archer City and played together here at Midwestern. He's still a great friend. We actually played golf together yesterday. Did a great job for me. Abar Rouse, who many of y'all remember Abar, and Rob McElhaney, who's also here with his wife, Wendy, and I appreciate them coming in. So I had some phenomenal assistant coaches that I surrounded myself with. My current assistant, Brad Corley, for the golf team is a tremendous help for me with my golf team. I've had great players. Another inductee tonight, I coached. That's when you know you're getting old, when you get inducted and somebody you coached is inducted as well. She was a fierce competitor. You're going to hear about it a little bit more from her a little bit, and just truly a winner in every aspect. I've been blessed to coach a lot of All-Americans, all region, all conference. There's too many to name, so I'm not even going to try it. But just to move on real quick, my family and friends were very supportive in every way. I've already mentioned my father, who's passed away in 2009, but my mom, who passed away 3 years ago, was also extremely supportive in everything we did. At one time, when I was playing in college, my brother was also playing here. I was actually in the junior college, and my dad's team was in the state tournament. So she went all over the place watching us play, coach, and it's just amazing where she went. I can't ever thank my parents enough for what they did for me. I got 2 boys. Joshua, my youngest son's here with his beautiful wife, Susanna. Philip, we literally drug those 2 kids all over the place. We'd just throw them in a car, a van, a bus. They've been places that most 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-year-old kids probably shouldn't have been. Probably wasn't buckled in. I mean, I didn't even know where they were half the time they're on the bus. They're just back there somewhere. So, but we really just drug them all over the country doing things. Had a lot of supportive friends. I have a special friend here tonight with me, Fern Starnes. She was one of my mom's best friends. She's literally known me longer than anybody in the room. I think when I was 1, Fern, I mean, literally it's been a long time, but just an amazing lady. It's kind of like my second mom, if you will. And then last but not least, obviously my beautiful wife, Ruth Ann. Almost 38 years of marriage this coming December. And we've been through quite a bit together in my coaching profession. I will say this, my priorities have changed over the years as I've gotten older. As my sport has changed as well. I said I still want to win badly, but the process seems to now be more important sometimes than the outcome. Some of my former players probably wouldn't believe that, but kind of always had a little motto, be a little bit better than you were yesterday and hopefully be a little bit better tomorrow than you were today. There's a lot to be said about that. As I mentioned, I have been married to Ruth Ann for 38 years, 2 kids, 2 daughter-in-laws, Alyssa and Susanna. Susanna's here with us tonight. 6 grandkids, Charlotte, Charlie, Cademan, Titus, Eden, and Gideon. And as I get older, I'll close here real quick. I said, I've always asked 2 questions. One of them is, when are you going to retire? So I guess people had enough of me. And what do you want your legacy to be? The first question, I don't know. The second, though, I say this to. I do not want to be known as a coach first. I like being called coach. That means a lot to me. I take pride in that title. But more importantly to me, I love being called a son, a husband, and it still means the world to me to be called a dad. And my newest title, as of 10 years ago, is G-Paul. 6 grandkids and a few other family kids, they call me that. This is now my favorite title. I also want to be known as a child of God who hopefully made an impact on the kids I coached, a great father and a great husband, and a true friend who would walk with you in good and bad times. And I'm still working on all of those. Still trying to be a little bit better today than I was yesterday. As I get older, I read Revelation more than I do Genesis, concern myself with eternal things more and less with earthly things, and find joy in small things that I never did before. I've been blessed and continue to be blessed in every area of my life. And I'm humbled and thankful for this award. Thank you.